Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be going over the first day of Master Premier League. And basically the team comp we used, well, we tried one out, it did not work out, and then we tried this one out and it actually went pretty well. So hopefully it can help you out. It's our first time using Garchomp, and we don't have it all the way leveled up. I think it's level 38 and it's not 100%, I think it's a 98% with I think missing stat in defense. So let's go ahead and get into these games. So the first thing you might notice is on the left side we don't have the Pokemon that we actually used, and that's because I was doing a stream and I didn't know what team I wanted to use, so I was trying out a bunch of different things, and this is the one that I ended up liking the most. It's actually Garchomp with, I believe, Snorlax and Gyarados in the back, so two pretty safe swaps, and yeah, this is how we're going to run it for a while. So one thing I decided I liked doing was if they did swap out and they swapped out a little late, I would definitely throw the Sand Tomb at the Pokemon that they bring in. And so when I defense drop the Snorlax and I bring my own Snorlax in, you know, it feels a lot better. Even if this is a superpower, we can just take it. Even if this is a superpower, we probably can just take it as well. So I decided just to let these first two go, and then I'm going to try to go up to two superpowers. And then throw one and see if I can't get this off. With the defense drop, this actually might... Well, no, it's not going to KO, but it's going to do a lot of damage, right? Yeah. And then I decided so low at this point, I can go for this Body Slam, and unless they shield this, then yeah. Something I have noticed, and you guys might want to look out for, is that the Snorlaxes I've been running into actually have had Outrage, which is kind of crazy. But I guess there's a lot of dragons out there like Garchomp and Dragonite, so I guess it makes sense against them. Plus, it's pretty neutral damage against something like Machamp or something like that. Alright, Metagross into Machamp. So this matchup's not actually the worst. Cross-chop actually doesn't do too much damage. And I'm thinking at this point I'm going to try to go for the farm down, and he ends up switching into this Metagross. I should have switched right away, I think, into the Garchomp. But, yeah, this is a mistake. I should definitely be switching out. And now that he has so much energy, I'm like, I don't want to do it. But after he throws this, I might actually switch out into Garchomp. I think we do have a Sand Tomb already ready. Yep. And then, yeah, we have a Shield still as well, which we're going to use on the first move he does, and then just go for these Sand Tombs, not trying to bait anything. I believe this actually could KO because it's already been reduced in defense. So he shields it, and that's the right thing to do there. Ooh, we don't have a shield. So this is going to go down. Almost. And actually him bringing this Machamp in may help us. No, because we're not going to... He's actually going to have a little bit more energy here on their own Metagross, I think. Well, it's going to be close. We had a little residual energy as well. Ooh. That actually might have been a CMP tie. I don't know. Close game there. There's going to be so many mirror matches right now because a lot of the Pokemon are very good. A lot of the Pokemon that are good are being used a lot. And this is actually King again. We play him in the last video, I believe, as well. Ends up switching to this Glaceon. Definitely wasn't ready for this Pokemon, but I debuff it, and then I just come in with Metagross, and I'm going to farm it all the way down. Have enough for a Meteor Mash. So I remember this game because I get severely outplayed. You'll see here in a second. But yeah, it comes back in with Charizard. We have enough for a Meteor Mash here. He's probably going to let this one go, but I do think we'll make it to another one, which he definitely can't let go. He'll have to shield this, and then I think he'll probably just farm all the way down, leaving us in a really bad position. Probably going to end up coming in with the Snorlax here because he's just got way too much energy. Probably can throw 3 Dragon Claws at us with an extra Fire Spin. Most assuredly this is Blast Burn, so I decided to go for the shield. And then I'm going to try to farm down. And this is probably Blast Burn as well. I definitely should have shielded this. I regret immediately not shielding that. Because he comes in with Togekiss, and we don't have an answer to Togekiss with the Garchomp. What I might have been able to do is come in with Garchomp right now, throw in the double Sand Tomb, and then try to win with Snorlax, but it would have been tough either way. I honestly, just shielding the Blast Burn there might have been enough to win this game. Maybe it still would have been close, right? But definitely would have been better. Garchomp's just so weak again. By the way, if you run into Togekiss, Garchomp's just literally nothing to it. So GG to King there. He destroyed us. Interesting using Charizard there. Alright, so we win the lead here. Magnezone comes in with Gyarados. So what I like to do in this one is throw the Sand Tomb and then come in with Snorlax. I'm not sure if these are the right plays to do, but it is nice to come in with Snorlax once something has been debuffed on the defensive side. The licks really start adding up even more. We do get outraged. Interesting. So on my Gyarados, I actually have the Aqua Tail one, but yeah, I have actually noticed a few outrage Gyarados. But you know, I have noticed them mostly with Waterfall. It's a little odd to be with Dragon Breath there. Usually you go Dragon Breath, Hydro Pump, right? So we end up getting that farm down. We have a ton of energy here. I'm hoping that whatever he comes back in with, I can always just Body Slam if I need to. But yeah, we can go for the double superpower here against Magnezone. If he doesn't shield, obviously this is going to be an insane amount of damage. And then the licks still are doing decent, but no, we don't make it to the Body Slam. That would have been insane. And then we don't have to worry about too much. The only thing that would be most worrying is Flash Cannon, which I think we did get Flash Cannon today. But yeah, he's got Togekiss in the back, and we've got Metagross, and that's just GG. We have a shield, so we can just shield the Flamethrower. This is probably not Flamethrower. I would imagine he's baiting. But he's not going to make it to another move anyways, so you might as well shield. Have the double Meteor Mash for that Magnezone. And then that's GG. Alright, last game in the set? No. Okay, so I'm going over 2 sets here. This is the 4th game of set 1. Another Magnezone lead. Actually, there's been quite a few Magnezone lead, but not as much as I would have wanted, right? And then he comes in with Dragonite, and I decide, you know what? This is such a dominant matchup against the Magnezone later. Let me just go for an Outrage, get a shield advantage, come in with Metagross, and really put some pressure on. He's highly unlikely to shield against Metagross here. So I'm going to farm up a little bit extra, especially since he threw the Hurricane, right? The energy is really depleted on this Dragonite. And he actually does go for the shield there, which I thought was kind of crazy. I guess I'm going to go for the shield here. There's not really a good thing in the back for me to go to, so I really need to do this. And he catches the really good catch here. And then I can't get out before he can farm me down. No, there you go. And I think we actually did get Flash Cannon here, if I remember right. Because I'm like, oh, I'm going to commit to the full farm down. Flash Cannon. Yikes. And then I have to throw this. And then he's definitely going to come in with Dragonite and KO this, just with the Dragon Breath before I can even do anything. And then I probably have to come in with Snorlax. There's not enough HP left on Metagross. We can try to use Metagross as a sack swap later. We'll let one come through, and then we probably need a Body Slam right away. Oh, he does switch out into this Gyarados. It is Waterfall, and this Waterfall is really doing a lot of damage. You look at Snorlax's health, and it's starting to go down. We're going to be able to get to these Body Slams. We have a shield, which is nice. But he's definitely going to get to another Aqua Tail before we can get to the 3rd Body Slam. So we'll have to try to catch, I think, an Aqua Tail here. And I actually go for the catch here, but you have to be able to survive the fast attack for the catch to work. So technically that would have worked if he had enough HP to have survived that, but he didn't. So GG here. And I think the Dragonite's really low, but it survives still a Body Slam. We would have had a Body Slam the Dragonite anyways, so the catch is not really anything too bad. We just weren't winning that game either way, it looks like. Alright, Metagross, pretty good lead again. It comes in with his own Garchomp. And I decide since I'm ahead on energy, I'm just going to go straight for these outrages. We did go over by 1, so I assume that this is an outrage by him as well. And I don't think I need to bait here unless he baits, and I'll always be able to wait. Although I think I can go before him right here, get the extra shield, force him to do something that he may not want to do. Alright. And then I have to shield this, obviously. And I think that he goes for an outrage too. Just absolutely no baiting here. Everyone's just going for the big move. But like I said, since I was in the lead, I'm one energy ahead at all times. So I'm always going to get there first if I need to. Alright, coming in with Snorlax against this Glaceon. And that's because even if he swaps out of this matchup, we'll have the Metagross, which is obviously going to do insane damage to this Glaceon and not take any damage in return, because I think it has Icy Wind and Avalanche as the moves it can learn. Last Resort as well, right? But no real diverse moves there. And we do get to 2 superpowers, so that's great. This is not going to KO, but it will bring it really low. And then we do have the lick damage still happening, which is super effective. So, excuse me. So he really tried to go for the farm down, probably needed to do that, but we were able to get him down with the Snorlax there. So I believe that was a 3-2. And when one of your losses is against King, you know, you're doing pretty good. And, alright. Magnezone, great lead. This is the start of the second set, and the last set I'll be showing in this video. If you want to catch the rest of these sets, they're all in the VODs on twitch.tv/Vergyverg1, which is my name on Twitch. All these games were played live, and you can go view them if you would like. I'll leave a link to my channel in the description below if you want to go check that out on your own. These are sped up though, so just so that you don't have to take too much time, you know? Just trying to get you all the basic gameplay and hope that it helps in some way. Alright, we're going for the outrage here onto the Dragonite, onto the Gyarados. I was actually going to say Dragonair, which is interesting. Alright, it does go through. We come in with Snorlax. I actually decide to go for the bait here. He probably has to shield either way, right? And then I can just go for the superpower now. Although I probably should have farmed up, because now I think one Wild Charge is going to be able to take me out, since I have reduced defense. But let's go ahead and see. I assure you I go out here. Oh, we live. Can we get to the superpower? No. This is definitely a mirror shot, though. It's going to leave him on wonky energy when we come back in with the Garchomp. And the fact that he has shown mirror shot means we're not afraid of any Flash Cannon shenanigans. He brings in the Gyarados. We throw the Sand Tomb at it because I'm like, oh, I can just take it out. It's very low. And then I was like, ooh, wait, he double resists that ground move. So probably wasn't as great as I could have thought. I decided to shield here because the possibility of Crunch, which is super effective, whereas the Magnezone in the back is only going to be doing neutral damage with the Wild Charge, so might as well block the possible super effective move, right? Alright, that's a win, and game 2. Garchomp versus Garchomp. So this can be a little weird. So no energy lead for us, and since ours is not fully powered up, you notice the CPs. His is fully powered up, and we're always going to lose CMP because of that. So rip. We have to just go for the baits here. And I think I actually just go for it on the second one. No, I don't. Does he go for it? Okay, he does go for it. We go for this outrage, but I don't think we make it to the next outrage before he does. Or do we? Nope. Alright, coming in with Snorlax. Going to get a bit of an energy advantage here. He's probably going to throw a Sand Tomb. Oh, he throws an outrage. And then dip. Okay. It's not terrible. Probably going to go for this double superpower. He may or may not try to farm us all the way down. If he does, that's going to really suck. Okay, this is fine. So he's probably one or two bullet punches of energy ahead right now. So I probably don't want to bring in my Metagross. And I do have 2 Sand Tombs, so this one probably doesn't KO, but if he shields, the second one definitely will. And I actually get the farm down with the no shield, so that's perfect. I believe this was Mamoswine. So I throw the Sand Tomb just to try to get a ton of damage here. Sand Tomb. He's already shown a Sand Tomb, so we don't have to worry about Earthquake. If he did have Earthquake, it would just be really over. And I decide, I thought I was going to go for the farm down, but a little bit of lag there, I might have gotten scared. And he saves his shield for this Mamoswine. It is no longer debuffed. because he did switch it out. So a really good switch by our opponent there to remove the debuff. And he's probably going to go for a Bulldoze here, since it's super effective in LKOS, whereas an Avalanche probably wouldn't. And we just have to go for this Outrage, and we get there, and this is just going to blow up Mamoswine. So Mamoswine, while Mamoswine and Glaceon are good against Dragon because they're Ice typing, Ice types are really bad at this CP level. There really aren't very many good Ice types. So it is interesting that they're being used. I don't have them anyways. Well, I probably have a Mamoswine because I think there was a community day like 2 years ago. But I don't know if I would build them if I were you. But if you want to, definitely go for it. I prefer, I think, Glaceon because of Icy Wind. I really love Icy Wind. But Mamoswine does have a little bit more coverage, especially with that Bulldoze being pretty good against a lot of things that counter it, such as the steals. All right, back into this game. We'll take one Meteor Mash and we'll try to farm. And they have a Rhyperior here. It does have the rock moves, so we're not too afraid of it. We're going to try to go for Meteor Mash. Probably double Meteor Mash. I believe it has the rock move. Wait, we're taking a lot of damage. Nope, it has the ground move. Okay. Oh, man. We have 2 shields, but we should have used shields. I really regret not shielding the Metagross there because we probably would have won this match if we had just done that. Instead, we are going to lose this one. All right, game 4 here. Really bad lead. So what you'll notice if you use this team is that if you get a Dragonite in lead, you're really going to be hurting. And they actually, I did play probably 5 or 6 Dragonite lead teams. And most of the time they do stay in here against the Snorlax and throw at least one Dragon Claw. I believe this one actually stayed in the whole time, which is perfect for us. Garchomp definitely doesn't want to meet Dragonite unless he's got Togekiss in the back. I don't think this is the right move. His Dragonite does get pretty low, and technically Garchomp can't just like one-shot it unless it's using Outrage, and the fast attacks aren't really going to do that much either, so I guess I get what's happening, but he definitely gave us a chance to win this game, especially throwing in a Pokemon like Magnezone very late, where our switch timers are extremely off, and is something that Garchomp just like eats up. So what I probably should do is throw the Sand Tomb, undercharge it, probably by a lot. Yeah, so I throw the Great. I probably could have thrown a Nice here, but it's alright. We have enough here for the Dragonite. I think it's going to come back in. I think we kind of have to let this go. Oh, I was thinking about letting it go and then coming in Magnezone, or not Magnezone, Metagross. But I guess I thought differently. Oh, our switch timers are weird, right? I have a little bit of an advantage. I could possibly go for double Earthquake here. And if he baits, then we might be screwed. Probably we have to call a bait here, right? And it makes sense that this is probably going to be Meteor Mash because we have a shield. I like that. Okay, you can shield this. Go for the Earthquake and then farm down Metagross against their Dragonite. Oh my gosh, that's a good play. I like it. Good call on the bait there. By the way, if they do throw that Earthquake there, probably we're not in very good shape at all. So another Magneton lead, or Magnezone, sorry. So that's been a pretty big lead. But it's interesting. There's a tale of two worlds here because I think I played, like I said, 5 or 6 Dragonite leads, and I think we probably played 5 or 6 Magnezone leads, and probably another 3 or probably 4 Machamps. So all 3 of those are extremely different, and yeah. If you see someone in the chat, Wilkun actually is talking about his Snorlax, his Outrage, and I was saying in the chat, like what I've already said here, I've actually seen 4 Snorlaxes with Outrage, so that's kind of crazy. Alright, Magnezone has 2 shields, so he's definitely going to shield this Body Slam, even though I don't make it to the superpower. He just has to. He's getting a little low here. I'm just going to probably let Snorlax go, even though I'm really close to his Body Slam, because he probably does have 2 Wild Charges at this point. Coming with Garchomp, try to farm down, right? Switches to Togekiss, and that's GG. So those are the games I played my first full day of Masters League. Basically, the first day of Master League, I played 3 sets of Ultra in the morning, and then played 2 sets of Master League at night. And those Master League games went okay, but when I used that team again today, it went, I believe, 0-4 before I switched to this team. So things change. You got to stay up with the meta. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't have that many Pokemon that are Master League eligible. In fact, Garchomp is one that I made throughout this season specifically. It was the one I was trying to make for this season. So I probably don't have enough candy and dust to make any more Pokemon that I don't already have. Maybe it's 2 weeks long, so maybe we can get there in a week or so. Maybe I'll have one more new one. But I actually think some things I want to try out. I think Machamp's really good. Metagross is obviously hard to just get away from. And then what do I want in that third slot? Right now, I'm really loving this Garchomp, so I might go Garchomp in that third slot. Also, something like Dragonite might be good as well. So definitely try out some of these teams. Maybe try out this team that I've been using. I actually ran into a mirror match against Battle Bill. I forget who won, but I think I did. But it was obviously very close since it's a mirror match. Yeah, go ahead and try this team out if you want. And if you've been trying out other teams with success, definitely let me know in the comments below. I love to see teams, and if I can replicate them, I will. Also, if you want to post a video here of your successes in GBL, definitely just hit me up in DMs on Twitter. Leave a comment below saying you want to message me about a team, or I guess you can message me in DMs on Twitch as well. So thanks for watching this video, and hopefully y'all are doing as good in Masters as so far I'm doing. Thanks.